Well, hello there, friends. Every steakhouse has a mac and cheese. I'm going to show you how to make an amazing lobster mac and cheese. Don't forget, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Stay tuned, friends. We're making it right now together, lobster mac and cheese. Okay, friends, let me show you how I make my lobster mac and cheese. It's gonna be delicious. I promise you, you're gonna love it. All right, friends, some of you have probably seen my original mac and cheese, and it's very similar to it, except we're gonna add lobster. So I got some beautiful Maine lobster tails. Then we're gonna extract out of this case right there. You can take a knife, put it right here and slide it in half, or you can take whatever you call those tools, scissors. Scissors? I guess it's scissors. And I use it to cut my chicken carcass and all that. And then we just go on the outside, we bring it out, very simple. Voila. We come out with this beautiful tail. Now, I don't know if you bought lobster tail lately, friends, but they're super, super expensive. I mean, this, let me just throw this away. Actually, you know, I don't throw this away, friends. I save them to make stock. I'm going to make a beautiful lobster stock. Whenever you're doing shrimps or whenever you're doing lobster, you want to save the shell, and then we'll show you how to make a stock with it. So what I'll do is I'll take let me put this right here. I'll take the lobster tail and I cut it in bite size. Remember now, it's going to be a mac and cheese, so it's bite size. And could have cleaned this up a little bit, but that's it, right there. And then we're going to saute them with beautiful shallots. Let me put this out of the way. I'm going to saute them with beautiful shallots. I got a pan right there. We're going to add a little bit of butter. Let me take this out of the way. We're going to put a little butter. And then we're going to make the sauce right here. So, to saute the lobster, we're going to give it some nice color. We're going to do it right here with shallots, and then right here we're going to make the sauce. And the sauce, I got 4 ounces of butter, and I'm going to put the flour in there, and I'm going to make myself a roux. Very simple, nothing complicated. So we got flour and butter. Flour and butter. So far, easy. We're going to cook this for a minute, make it like a very soft roux. I got 2 ounces weight of flour and 4 ounces of butter. I weighed the flour. It's much easier to do it this way. Eh? So we got the roux right there, and then we're going to put milk. I got 4 cups of milk that is warm. It'll be easier to incorporate the milk if it's warm. I got a big shallots right here, friends, that I'm going to saute. And let me get another spoon to mix this up. Make sure it's nice and hot, and then we're going to saute the shallots. And then what we're going to do with the lobster, friends, we're going to deglaze them with a little cognac. You don't have to put the cognac if you're cooking for kids. Actually, as I told you many times, my mom used to put a lot of booze in our food. And I also got a half a pound of cooked already macaroni. Okay, they're already cooked. Eh? So we're going to put the meat right there, the lobster meat in that pan, and we're going to saute it. I got another tail right here than I did earlier, so now we have 2. Let me clean my cutting board. I hate to have a dirty cutting board. So I clean all this up, and then I'm going to clean my hands. I'm going to season the lobster. If you don't want to do lobster, you can do shrimp. It'll be delicious. Let's clean up this whole area here. You can do shrimp, so it'll be great. Any kind of seafood, really, they can saute. So now we have a clean cutting board. Let me wash my hands. And then we're ready to continue and make the sauce, okay? Very simple, friends. Cheeses. I got a Gruyere. I got a Parmigiano Reggiano, and I got a Fontina. Any cheese really that makes you happy. You can use Swiss cheese, you can use Gruyere, you can use whatever you want, really. It's up to you, friends. We got the roux right here that has cooked. Now we're gonna add the milk. And I got a four cup of milk. You can add as many or as much as you want, but we're gonna do a dish, friends. We're gonna do a dish and it's gonna be enough for 2 beautiful serving or 4 reasonable serving. We'll do the shallots right there. The sauce, it's time for me to get my whisk. I always got a whisk ready when I'm doing this sauce, friends, you see? And now we're gonna put the milk. And then after that, we may put a touch of cream also if we want it in there, friends. Just a little bit of cream, eh? I don't want to put too much cream because it makes it heavy. And then we're gonna put the cheese. And we're gonna melt all this up and we're gonna blend all this. It's very simple. This is not a complicated dish. I have a little bit of fresh tarragon. If you don't have fresh tarragon, friends, you can use whatever herbs you want really in here. But it's gotta be a mild. Dill would work. Beautiful Italian parsley would work also. We got beautiful tarragon, so we might as well use it. And I love the smell, a little bit of anise flavor that the tarragon gives you. So the sauce is looking good, friends. I'm gonna put a little bit more milk. And I got the dish. Let me show you the dish, friends. The dish is ready, you see? This is a 8.5 by 11, 8 by 11 actually. Like a sheet of paper. That's the size of it. So you can see that that'll give you 2 healthy serving of 4 reasonable ones. A lot of people said, I eat that by myself. Yeah, I know, huh? It's delicious. The lobster smells gorgeous, friends. We're gonna put a little bit of, I'm putting two alcohol in here. Like I say, you don't use alcohol, don't worry. You should try it though, it's delicious. I use a little bit of cognac and a little bit of cream sherry. I love a cream sherry. It gives it a beautiful little sweet flavor. You don't have to use it for those of you that don't drink alcohol. Don't worry about it. People say to me, ooh, mamma mia. People say to me all the time, what do I replace it with? You don't need to replace alcohol with anything. Unless it's a lot, then you replace it with a little bit of broth, a little bit of stock. But as you can see here, I'm hardly putting anything in here. Come to think about it. I'm hardly putting anything in there. All right, so look, the sauce is looking good, friends. I haven't put any salt and pepper in it, you notice? Not yet. But here we are. Now remember, my cheese is going to give me a lot of salt in there, so I have to be careful. I'm going to use a ground pepper, black pepper, instead of a coarse one. Lobster is good. I'm not going to cook it anymore. You see, it's looking good, friends. Now we're going to put the cheese. Okay, now it was 4 ounces that I grated. So, you weigh it first, and then you grate it. And then a Parmigiano Reggiano. And voila. So now I'm going to take my spoon. It smells amazing in here, friends. It really, really smells amazing. We're going to let the cheese melt. Then we're going to add our macaronis. It smells, I'm telling you. And we're going to add all this up, you see? We're looking good. It's not complicated to make. It really is not complicated. At the end of the day, nothing I make is complicated, friends. Now, you can make them in individual dishes, or you can make them in a lasagna pan like that. If you're going to make them as a side order, look, I'll show you this beautiful dish you can use, friends. You can find those online. Everybody sells them. I don't know. They're about, 4 ounces, 5 ounces. As a side dish or as an appetizer, that'd be a great dish to use. It's a great dish to use. All right? This is something similar to like some kind of ramekin. All right? So, we're looking good. Now we're going to add our lobster in the sauce. You see? And then we're going to add our macaronis. And we're going to mix all this up. And we got ourselves the pasta, friends. The pasta, I already cook them, right? And I did them a couple of hours ago, so they're warm, but they're not hot. If you wanted to go faster, then you plunge your macaroni in boiling water at the last minute, so they're nice and hot. Okay, it certainly was not necessary for me here. Okay, it's looking good. Now, very important thing, folks. We wanted to make sure the macaroni and cheese, so I'm using my whole milk. I wanted to make sure the macaroni and cheese is more liquid than you want to. Let me explain. Let me take this out of the way. I may put a touch of cream, just like a, look, oop, that's it, just a little bit of cream. Let me explain you, friends. Have you ever had a dry macaroni and cheese? Often you go to people's make macaroni and cheese, it's dry. You have a couple of bites and it's like so dry, so difficult to eat. It's terrible. You don't want it to be dry, friends. You want it to be, so when you make them at first, you're gonna go, that's too liquid. No, don't worry. The pasta is gonna release more starch and then we're gonna end up being more liquid. It's gonna be, no, it's gonna be dry. The pasta is gonna release starch. So you wanna be more liquid at the beginning than you care to. You're gonna say, oh, it's too liquid. Don't worry. I'd rather you make it more liquid than leave it too thick, okay? I promise you. I promise you. See, look, it's pretty liquid, right? That's the way we want it. We don't want it to be dry. I'm testing it now to make sure it's good. Oh, yeah. Here's a little more salt and pepper. Could use a little more cognac, too. Just a little bit. Don't tell anybody. They won't know. They're just going to go, wow, your mac and cheese is delicious. See, look how beautiful that looks. And then we're going to put a breadcrumb on it, a little more Parmesan Reggiano. But look at this. Is this gorgeous or what? I'm telling you, friends, it is delicious. All right, that's it. Now I'm going to go in a 375-degree oven. Then it's already preheated. Remember, always put things in a, well, you know what? Let me just not be too slappy. I don't want to be making a big mess. So here we go. Otherwise, I may make a mess. You see, it may look like it's liquid to you, but I promise you it's not. I promise you it's not, friends. Because if you make it too dry now, it'll be so dry after you cook it. After you finish it, I promise you, it'll be way too dry. And, so the total weight of the lobster, friends, was 1 pound. We ended up with 1 pound of lobster, 2 8-ounce tails. Boy, they're expensive. It's crazy, eh? So look, we got the perfect amount for that dish. See? And if you, like I say, you want to do it in small dishes, do it in small dishes. Look at this. If you could be here and smell it now, friends, you would love it. Okay, so what else do we do now? We take the fresh breadcrumb. Jack is going to give you a link to this. I made a fresh breadcrumb. I have a video on that to show you. But you can make it. This one's got sun-dried tomatoes, got Parmesan Reggiano in it. But you can use just regular breadcrumb, whatever you got. Don't go out there looking for too many things. All right, and we're going to put a little bit of Parmesan cheese. You see? A little Parmesan cheese right there. All right. And then a little more breadcrumb. Just want to, right, a little more breadcrumb right there. And you know what I like to do, friends? Before I go to the oven, I like to clean my dish. It's a lot easier to clean it now, friends, than to clean after it's cooked. See, it takes 2 seconds. That's a perfect measurement. And I will write the recipe so you'll have it. And remember, for those of you that are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Oh, I didn't tell you, I buttered the dish. You got to put butter on it, lots of butter. And I forgot what I was going to say. Yes. I always forget something. The recipe is underneath the video. There's a link that says show more. Click on it, and they give you the link directly to the recipe on our website. Free recipe. Just click on it, boom, and you got it. Or you can find them at chefjeanpierre.com. Friends, I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm going to clean up the kitchen, and when I come back, we'll eat it together. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, friends, it was in the oven about 25 minutes. So the secret, I always tell you a secret. It's not a secret. There's no secret here, friends. When you're reheating something, you take it out of the fridge and it's cold, all congeals. And how long do I reheat it? I hate this question. If I didn't hear a million times, I didn't hear one time. You reheat it however long it takes. Oh, by the way, when you reheat something low temperature, 3 1/4, take your time. You reheat it until the inside temperature is 155. You need to invest in one of those, $20. 155. You go in and you read the temperature should be 155, no hotter. It makes no sense because you're reheating. You don't want to cook it again, otherwise it'll get dry on you. Okay, so 155, 150, 155 is about the maximum temperature you can eat anyway. You don't need to put it at 200 because you continue cooking and it's too hot you can't eat it. So now I want to show you. Remember, I'm totally against a dry mac and cheese. Dry mac and cheese, ooh, I'd rather not have any. Sometimes you go people, they give you mac and cheese. You go, do you want any more? No, thank you. I'm on a diet today. Yeah. Like cement. All right, look, guys. Okay, I like it when it's beautiful, soft, gentle, liquid, not a paste. Look how beautiful that is. You see? Look how beautiful that is. This is not a paste. This is amazing, friends. Okay? Look how beautiful that is, friends. Look at this. You see? This is going to be so amazing. So amazing. Ooh. Oh. It's hot, but it's amazing. You see? I love it like that. So it's not like a paste. And remember now, if you let it rest for a little while, it's going to get thicker. Yeah, just took it out of the oven just now. Oh. Flavor is amazing. So don't be afraid to make it more liquid because, like I said, it's going to rest, it's going to stay, it's going to thicker and thicker and thicker. And if you reheat it especially, it's going to get even more thick. Friends, I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Thanks for watching. Oh. It's amazing. Wait until you test it. You'll like it. The way it is. Okay. Oh.